Sylvester James Jr., better known in entertainment circles as simply Sylvester, the singer, songwriter, the flamboyant and androgynous singer and songwriter, was born on September the 6th, 1947 in the Watts area of LA, California, to basically a middle-class family. He was very known for his falsetto singing voice, and the fact that he could play the piano as well. The first place where Sylvester showcased his great falsetto singing voice was in his church choir in a Pentecostal church. But he was eventually exiled from his church because of his freely expressive lifestyle. It bumped heads with many members of the congregation, so his church he unfortunately had to leave. In 1970, in an attempt to embrace his counterculture even more, at age 22, he moved to San Francisco, California, and eventually joined a drag queen performing troupe called the Croquettes. He performed with the Croquettes for a couple of years, but eventually grew tired of the drag queen performing troupe, and he wanted something different. He wanted a different career path. So he left the Croquettes and pursued bigger and better things. In and around 1973, he became part of a rock act called Sylvester and His Hot Band. They released 2 unsuccessful albums around that time, and they eventually disbanded. After this, Sylvester had a desire to pursue his solo career more aggressively, and he eventually signed a record deal with Fantasy Records, where he had like a several record deal where he signed with them. So that was like in the mid 1970s. Interestingly, when Sylvester signed as a solo artist with Fantasy Records, he obtained 3 female backing vocalists. Two of those female backing vocalists of Sylvester made up the group 2 Tons of Fun, the late 1970s group 2 Tons of Fun, who eventually became the Weather Girls in the 1980s with their big hit, It's Raining Men. You might all remember that. His debut solo album in 1977, simply called Sylvester, it wasn't a big hit. It had moderate success. His next album, though, that was released in 1978, called Step 2, was acclaimed a disco album smash with the hit songs Dance Disco Heat and You Make Me Feel Mighty Real. After the success of his Step 2 album, Sylvester decided to distance himself from disco and disco music. Even though he did release, after that 1978 Step 2 album, he did release several albums after that, like 8 to 10 more albums in the late 1970s and the 80s. Going into the 80s, he released about 8 to 10 more albums in that time span. None of them really prominent songs off of it. He had mediocre success. He did several types of genres in those albums. So, yeah, but he, had mediocre success on those albums. With the rise of the HIV and AIDS epidemic in the early 1980s, Sylvester became an activist to campaign against the spread of HIV and AIDS. Became a big activist, and campaigned against the spread of HIV and AIDS. Ironically, Sylvester himself, on December the 16th, 1988, reportedly died of complications of HIV and AIDS. During the late 1970s, he gained the nickname Queen of Disco. Also, during his lifetime, he received the key to the city of San Francisco. In 2005, he posthumously was inducted into the Dance Music Hall of Fame, and well-deserving honor to Sylvester. And may Sylvester continue to rest in peace. Great talent, missed, and thank you, Sylvester, for all you gave us. But with that, I'm gonna end the video right here. Please feel free to like, share, comment on this video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. After subscribing, please click that little notification bell in order to be notified of any new uploads. I thank you all for your support. I truly appreciate it. If you have any suggestions, or you just want to say hi, or send me a message or anything, you can email me at provocateurjoseph@gmail.com. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace! I'm out. One love. Stay safe.